Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you find yourself in this world of ours. Today we come back to Dragon Age Rise of Lunar.
Yeah, you're gonna get demonetized if you don't turn that off.
I wish my girlfriend would realize that, but she doesn't care, so.
Maybe you should
Yeah,
tell her
like
that.
like 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 we're monetized as it is. Come on, let it go. Let's start.
You might be able to get a copyright infringement claim.
Well, that's provided he is actually
Just let the
saying you can put ads on this and I get some of the money.
Yeah.
All right,
just let the
you're up,
girl
Serena.
enjoy the music, damn it. Okay, Serena is waking up with a headache, of course, because she's completely hungover. She looks over at the nightstand next to her bed, and there's a jug of water, and there's a note from Porthos saying, "Drink this when you wake up." So she drinks the water, still feels like shit. So she will go
Roll a
and
fortitude save, please.
oh fuck! But it was water.
I know, roll a fortitude save.
Ah, we're not starting well, Bot. We're not starting well.
If the hangover's
Ah,
bad enough, you may just throw up off of water.
okay, let me open my character sheet because, of course, I forgot to do that.
Yeah,
'Cause,
he's
of
implementing
course.
the drinking rules I asked for.
That's awesome.
Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna so fail
It's
that.
mostly just to
I'm
see
gonna
if she gets over the hangover.
Mm, 22.
You are no longer hungover.
What? Okay,
You,
cool. Good. Then I will go and grab breakfast in the mess hall and find my friend Porthos to thank him for leaving me water.
My character's also in the mess hall drinking.
Oh, but when I open the door, I almost stumble on a box. And I look at it suspiciously. I'm gonna look for traps.
you may.
What?
You may.
Yes, I am. Because now I'm always looking for traps, because, you know.
Because you don't want me to give you shit for that one time?
Yes. 27. I guess I don't find any
There are
traps.
no traps.
It's just a present.
I open it up and I see the smoke bombs. I put it in the room. I take one of the smoke bombs, put it in my satchel,
It explodes. No, I'm just kidding.
and go to the mess hall to find the dwarves.
Crap, I was gonna say something.
And I go to my friend Porthos. I'm like, Porthos, my good friend, how are you?
You see him sipping tea and reading a book.
She's gonna sit by where he is. She's like, whisper, thanks for the water.
What water? I was never in that room, and that thing that happened last night never happened.
She's gonna thumbs up, wink, and start eating food.
It
Does
is
my
an
character?
assortment. It
Oh,
is an assortment of pork, brown bread, and buttered potatoes.
I remembered what I was gonna say. ST. Whenever I'm in any place that has stone walls or whatever, I will automatically pass a perception check, even if I'm not actively looking for it for any hidden doors and everything. That's
Okay?
yeah, because of racial. I know stonework and everything. Apparently,
Morning breakfast is quite good.
Oren, are you gonna do anything? Or Yami while we're in the mess hall?
my character's just drinking. Needing this potato.
Yummy's just there eating by the bounty board.
Say,
Very obviously sat by the bounty board.
Serena, would you happen to know anyone who knows combat expertise?
Okay, there's the rule that it says.
What kind of expertise are you looking for?
Well, it's literally called combat expertise from what I've read in this book.
Mm,
I'll just ask Priscilla when I have the time.
yeah, do that.
Okay.
I don't know that many people.
Okay, no, I read it. It does. I don't automatically pass by. I will notice passively that there's something off.
After a half an hour of eating, it's eventually approaching the time of the expedition. So before you guys get ready, I'll let you buy or pre-buy anything you wish to take on the expedition.
Question. On
Yes.
me using those arrows, have I just been picking them up?
In terms of games, how I run it, I'm not going to track certain normal crossbow bolts. If you buy special crossbow bolts like exploding to add on to that, or barbed, or something like that, it is your responsibility to keep track of them.
Okay, so if it says I have 13 crossbow bows, but I can continue firing.
Yes,
Okay, I don't have to worry about that.
because
Then. Cool.
technically you should actually have 60,
Okay.
because a standard quill will have that.
Solves that problem.
So, when is this mission that you were telling me about going to happen?
Today.
Well, it's today.
Oh yeah, we're investigating a watchtower. What's more to know? I mean, uh, well, mm, I don't. Okay, there is a possibility that it might be complicated.
He's gonna smile and just nod, like nodding and winking.
You guys need something blown up?
Probably not.
I'm still coming, just in case.
Who is the our commander for this mission again?
Commander Colin.
Commander Cullen.
I mean, you should have known by the getting
I
drunk bit.
already know.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently,
I'm
every time
being a
there's a
fuck-
mission with Kyle, I'm getting drunk the previous night. Coincidence?
I think not. Uh, well, this should be fairly interesting.
Yes.
Hey, Porthos, buddy, you want
Oh.
something to drink?
I am good. You see him sipping tea with his pinky up.
Hey, Oren.
Fucking tea drinker.
Do you happen to know how a box found itself outside my door today?
Perhaps, perhaps not.
Well, thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Aha! It's gonna point at you and then continue eating.
Alrighty, Jacqueline.
Yes.
Freaking tea drinker.
There's nothing wrong with tea every so often.
I'm talking about Porthos this time.
Porthos has a promise.
Except for last night, apparently. This is out of RP.
Okay, but
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that.
I know. That's what I said out as out of RP.
Yeah.
Jacqueline.
yes, Morgan?
Can I talk with you for a moment?
Sure. I believe I have some free time.
Of course. She pulls you over to the garden area. And she says, "You're coming with us today, yes?"
That didn't sound
To
like
the
a question.
tower?
Yes.
I... I'm not sure if I can.
Well, if you are, there's some things I would like you to look for. If you're not, there's something else I would like you to do.
What is it that you would have me do?
I need you to search for a specific tome that I lost recently. And I think I know where it might be.
Okay.
Small village to the east, not too far by the southern forest where we went, except you go a little bit south and further east. Very small village, but I believe one of these gray cloaked figures has it. I would recommend taking a few people with you just to have some people there to watch you. But we found that there were several books missing from the library, and we need them returned because they are valuable.
Since we're gonna, well, shit. I'm not here, so.
Well, it might be good for me to face what happened at the tower at one day. So I might as well get it over sooner rather than later. Will we be able to take up the tome mission later?
Yes.
Okay. Is there
Can we
something else?
this time? Can we take a wagon?
Can you let it play out? Jesus.
Sorry.
So I had to step away for a moment. What did you say?
Anything else?
No.
All right.
There's. She just kind of thinks for a moment like she's going to say something and doesn't.
So you want to say about the mirror?
She does not.
Secrets.
Well, if that's all, you know where to find me if anything else comes up.
Of course. Because after all, Jacqueline, whenever there's trouble, all us freaks have is each other.
Jacqueline chuckles and walks back to her lab to prepare for the mission to the tower.
Alrighty.
Morgan is coming with us, right?
Yes, this will be a pretty large expedition.
Okay.
But it's still, this is the circle tower that is on the lake that Red Cliff is on, right?
No,
this
it's
is
a
not the Circle
watchtower.
Tower.
Oh.
This is one of the Inquisition watchtowers.
Oh.
Oh.
It's all right.
Silly.
Well, it makes a little bit of sense because the moment she heard tower, she would probably immediately assume that, but then she would be told when she goes to get details about the mission from Colin or Morgan that no, it's not the Mage Tower, it's one of our lookout towers. So
Yeah. She'll be a little bit more upbeat about this.
Not as a bit as Serena.
now that she's not, going to the Circle Tower.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll do that later.
Fuck.
Because of course.
Just to appease Serena, huh?
No, to appease cruelty.
Well, fuck you too.
All right. So you all get everything ready? and you head down to the main gates, and everyone gets ready and looking like they're ready to depart.
I'm on my horse.
I'm taking a cart if anyone hops in the back.
Jacqueline will hop in the back.
Porthos will follow.
As will Yami.
All right, so you set out on the gates. It's kind of a mild day. It's sunny, but it's only about maybe 60 degrees, so a little bit cooler than it's been. The tower is to the north, so you will proceed north, and it's about a 3 days travel to get there. And as you guys travel, I'll go ahead and let you guys make a couple declarations or roleplay if you want. Most of the road and weather is getting colder. In other words, you guys are actually starting to see snow, and the temperature when you get after about just a day or two of travel, the temperature drops from 60 to 30.
Hey, can one of you guys hand me one of those blankets in the back of the cart for me?
Jacqueline hands you one of the blankets.
My character wraps himself around the blanket, and continues driving the horse.
Serena will actually talk to Colin about the note and about the intel we gained from the thing, like confirming that he knows. Because apparently, he didn't think to ask about it yesterday for some reason.
He does know.
He doesn't know.
He does know.
Well, yeah, I would assume, but I still have to confirm because
Mhm.
So she will
He-
ride up to him and she'll say, "Good
Hey,
morning,
Serena.
Commander Ward.
Good morning, Serena.
I assume you know what we learned about the Grey Cloaks, right?"
Yes, I did. It was a little bit disconcerting. As he speaks, he lets out a breath, and you can see frost kind of starting to form. It's gotten cold enough now to where when you guys breathe, you see steam.
Oh, lovely.
My character is going to offer everyone some mildly warm hard apple cider.
But please don't interrupt all the time. Please.
Sorry.
My train of thought. It's
He
like scrambled in there.
he takes. Oh no, he's already got one. He takes a sip of it as he's riding. He looks at you, Serena, and he says, "If you do run into Solaris, don't try and fight him straight up without a lot more people."
Oh, I wouldn't. I would probably just wait in some shadow and hope for the best. Um, about the note last night, Porthos can be stupid sometimes. I think he said something to you that it was not exactly true.
It's okay.
And well,
We're
he's told
okay.
me several things. What did
We're
he tell me
okay.
that was not true?
Okay, that's getting more and more. Well, probably nothing of what he said was true because I didn't tell him anything. I just told him to take the note to you and get back.
And
And
tell
it wasn't
me,
for the reasons.
Serena, what is true, what is not?
What do you want to know? Why I didn't bring it to you directly?
Sure.
What are you doing?
Well, two reasons. One, because there are already, I'm sure you've heard rumors going around. And two, I cannot guarantee that if I'd come back, I'd be able to leave. I had a few drinks.
He kind of looks, he's like, understandable.
So there's that. But then what was in the note was, quite concerning last night anyway. Quite a discovery we had.
Well, it proves how they got in.
I don't know. Like the one guy that was legit, the one that they followed out of the mess hall, disappeared from inside a cart. He didn't use the mirror.
Indeed. He is another loose end that we'll have to find.
I don't know if I'm being super paranoid, but I fear that Solus might have used the mirror.
That is a possibility.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Anyway, Serena will look behind to see if anyone's looking, and then to like right along, because things and stuff. I will run ahead and scout a bit.
Okay. After the third day's travel here, we'll say that conversation happened on the third day. You scout ahead and you can see a very tall black fortress up on the mountainside in the distance. The best way I can describe it is it looks straight out of Transylvania. Like if you watch an old Dracula movie, bam, there you go. It is like classic black tower, black castle. This is one of the boundary towers, so this is kind of an important occupation for the Inquisition. And there is no light coming from the source, and it's starting to get dark, so it's very difficult for you to see, even with your vision. You guys will have to ride closer to find out anything else. But there appears to be no armies or baddies or anything coming near you.
Is that the watchtower? Or that's a
That is it.
different thing?
My character's
Okay.
gonna have his crossbow ready like an old-fashioned coach gun. As we get closer to it.
Would everyone roll me a perception, please? DC 12.
1 second. Don't I have dark vision?
Do I
Yes,
have to
dwarves
roll
have
if
dark
I?
vision.
Do I
Well,
have
I
to
have
Dwarves
dark
and
vision
elves
too,
have
but
dark vision.
yeah.
Yami gets a 38. 36.
Do the dwarves have
16.
to?
Yes, roll a perception. Everyone rolls a
Well,
perception.
yeah, he already
Okay.
said that even
It
though we
doesn't
have the
matter.
vision.
Yeah, the thing about vision like
Yeah.
that is it doesn't matter even if you can see in the dark. Even something that can see in the dark needs to look for something to see it. So that's what a perception roll is.
My character's gonna cast. Where's that spell? That spell increases my perception.
Like it's
Owl's
DC
wisdom.
13, man, or
No.
something.
Acute
Like,
senses.
Owl's wisdom increases your perception a little bit as well.
the difficulty check is low.
I'm just gonna have this ready for a while.
So everyone notices that there are a lot of wolves howling tonight.
Hmm.
And for those of you riding along the trail,
Twale?
Jesus Christ, trail, you go along, and as you're going up toward the castle, on one of the long set roads, as the torchlight comes around and the lights from the caravan kind of come into being, you guys see over to the left about a good maybe 20 pairs of eyes looking back at you, and they're all wolves. But
Well,
none of
Is
them are
Porthos getting PTSD?
but none of them are advancing.
Question: who's in the cart? Who's riding in the back of the cart?
Jacqueline.
Porthos?
Okay.
And Morgan.
Also Yami.
So I would imagine
Everyone
you guys
is
would have your
back of the
weapons
cart.
ready,
Yep.
like ranged weapons and whatnot, ready in the back. Okay.
I prepare. Where's that spell? I prepare both strength.
Do I get any advantage if I use the bow from on top, from horseback?
Negative. You're not a
Shit.
trained. You're not a trained combat person. So on horseback. So
Okay, so I'll
it
have
does
to make.
give you more movement speed, but that's about it.
Would I have a bit steadier shot since I'm kind of using the?
Nope.
Okay.
Shooting from a cart does not mean, even if you steady yourself when you're on a moving vehicle that's going along a bumpy road, that does not increase your accuracy.
Okay.
Believe me, coming from someone who shoots a lot. The wolves on the left they're just sitting there. There's a lot of them, but they're sitting just out of torchlight range, and they're just kind of looking.
Wolves. Oh. Porter said something about wolves. And there was something about that. Serena will get off the horse and get to the cart to find Porthos.
I begin slowing the cart down somewhat to let her catch up or whatever.
I was ahead of you, so
Yeah.
I don't need to catch up. Horses are generally faster than carts. Porthos.
Yes.
Do you see the wolves there? Are they
Yes.
like the wolves that you had to fight at the cave?
Why are you asking that? What is the correlation between those wolves and these wolves? They're wolves.
I don't know. You tell me. There's something. I
They're,
don't know how to.
they're wolves. What do you want me to say?
Look, there was something off about your whole wolf talk. And now there are wolves here, and.
You're trying to say, is he scared of him now?
No.
And it could just be the DM taking an idea and running with it.
They're wolves. There's no correlation. There's wolves everywhere, Serena.
No.
Don't think
Okay.
about it too much.
I might be a bit paranoid.
Yes, you are very paranoid at the moment. Why would the wolves in the cave correlate
I'm
with the
going
wolves?
to. I'm going to look directly at Morgan and wait for her to say something. Say that I'm wrong in what I'm thinking. If she can understand what I'm thinking.
She kind of looks at you and just, huh? And then looks out at the wolves and she says, there are an awful lot of them.
Yes.
They don't appear to be hostile, though.
Isn't that suspicious, considering who we may encounter here and what's his name?
Or they just might be cautious in case we fight back if they try to hunt.
But they outnumber us. I would think they would be more.
And
That's
who knows what
brash.
type of connection to magic they may have. It has been recorded that the
Exactly.
forests have done that.
They just stand there and look at you.
I don't know. I think it's better to be a bit paranoid
Yeah,
than to
something's off.
catch ourselves off guard.
With
And
this
you
many,
can be paranoid, prepare yourself for a fight, and continue on. So let's just continue on and prepare ourselves.
there's something that has to be scaring them or doing that because there's way too many, and with the horses and everything, they would easily be attacking us right now.
Fire. It's night. We have
There's
fire.
okay. Morgan. Do they don't know, do they? Shit.
You can see one wolf in particular step forward, and it looks more like this. Rather,
I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I fucking called it.
it
You
turns
think it's
its head.
gonna attack?
It tilts its head, and every single person roll me a will save.
Motherfucker, really putting us to sleep already?
No, DC 18. This is different.
Mm, mm, mm. Is it an enchantment?
Damn it.
Is it an enchantment?
No.
Fuck.
Shit. I was one short.
Fuck.
I was reaching for it. I was reaching for it, and it was nothing.
Oh God, no!
Reaching for it.
Oh shit! I'm driving this cart, so if something happens to me,
So everyone who failed, here's this.
Shit.
You are the Inquisition, looking as to what happened to the fortress, yes? Everyone who succeeded did not hear that.
So, who succeeded?
Yami?
Oh.
you guys heard that, right? That wolf is speaking.
Yes, I am speaking.
I hear nothing.
My apologies.
We will not interfere. But there was conflict a few days ago here.
I don't know if I trust you, Wolf.
Were
Do
you
you
part of?
humans promise to keep your conflict confined in the walls? Or will it be brought about to our forest again?
We can try our best.
See to it then.
We're not here for the forest. We're here for our people.
Good. Then we are not at a pass. We are not at
Do
an end.
you know what
Who
happened to
are
our
you?
people?
He looks at Orin first and he says, "No. We just know that there was fighting. We heard shouting and combat." Looks at Serena and he says, "I am the alpha of this area. I am its guardian. This forest is very old, and this castle was the only human settlement up here that we have allowed so far."
I want to roll sense motive.
What's
sense motive.
Morgan's reaction to all this?
18. God.
Morgan has a kind of a look on her face of intrigue and at the same time like caution. He appears to be telling the truth.
I'm gonna look at Morgan.
Okay, I'm gonna use identify. I'm gonna try studying him.
He looks at you and his blue gaze just kind of burns into you. And he appears to be conjuration and adjuration, but he is indeed a wolf with some kind of spiritual magic. Mostly you're sensing conjuration and adjuration.
Okay.
So, typical possession?
Probably.
If you identify it more, it looks more like free will possession.
I guess I'm gonna try to identify it more.
It looks like free will possession of a merging of a spirit of a wolf.
I tell the guys this.
What does it even
Granted,
mean?
Granted, for anyone who has magic, yeah, this thing smells like fade like crazy.
Interesting. You're talking to it, right? Because I wasn't able to hear it.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I think we should ask its name. Is there any name we can call you by instead of it?
Scorin Windrunner.
Okay, Mr. Scorin.
I mean, if that's his name, then I'm kind of relieved, but kind of not.
Out of character, Edgelord Supreme.
The wolf perks up its ears, tilts its head, and then says, "Move aside," and then it goes back into its pack, and the pack just goes away. And you notice that there were now you notice that there were wolves up in front of you that were just pretty far outside of Torchlight, and they all go running too.
So I guess this wasn't Fenharel.
Was this a deity
No.
we just saw?
Most likely not. If what you're saying is true, which most likely is, depending because of what we felt, it's probably just a spirit that wanted to protect the forest.
Maybe some kind of akin to a demigod, maybe?
I highly doubt.
Yeah, let's not throw those words
Everyone who has
around lightly.
everyone who has the ability to roll me knowledge, history, or local.
Man, I don't have any knowledges. What the fuck?
I have Arcana.
I'm a peasant.
I have knowledge, dungeoneering, and engineering. I don't think those apply.
So Morrigan pipes up,
God.
as does Colin.
Of
And
course.
she says, "This place was very old. Is very old. There is not much human, elven, or dwarven contact up here. It seems that we made contact with one of the local spirits that was left over from old times. It's a good thing that it let us pass. They often do not interfere in our affairs, but with the expansion of Ferelden into unknown territory, it's becoming more and more conflicting for mankind to encounter spirits like this."
So I think we should try our best to keep everything localized and not piss this spirit off.
Indeed, we should not bring combat into its territory.
I'm just glad it's a spirit and not something else. Serena will get back on her horse.
Then shall we depart?
We shall.
I'll run ahead.
So you go ahead up to the gate. And it is...
I'm gonna get off the horse and stealth as soon as we reach there.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth.
Shit. 29. Man, that's bad. It's bad.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You have a plus 24. Shut up.
Yeah, and I rolled
Alright,
a 5.
So you go on up, and no, that's not what the castle looks like, but pretty darn close. You walk up to the gates, and the gates are cracked open a bit. It's not barred or anything. It's almost like in medieval times, sometimes to be ready for war or people assailing a castle, the gate would open only so-and-so way to allow people to walk through, but not allow, a wide assortment of things to come through, so they could close it and bar it really quickly. That's pretty much what it's in. It's kind of a jar, if you will.
Well, I'm gonna
Can
stay
I
there
see-
in.
A question. Can I see it from where I am?
Not right now, but in a few moments, yeah, you will.
Okay, when I get up there, my character's would engineering work, see if I would know what would take to amount of force would take to do that.
It looks like this castle is very old, and it would take probably at least 4 people pushing on each door.
Well, I'm gonna squeeze in. I'm small. I can fit.
You squeeze
It's also
in.
open enough for 1 or 2 people to fit through it comfortably.
Yep, you go into the castle courtyard, and there appears to be no one around. It appears to be cobblestone with occasional dirt and mud here or there, some houses here or there, and but it's mostly just a big, vast, empty courtyard with towers stretching up and whatnot.
I'll check for traps.
Go ahead and roll me your perception.
37.
You don't see any traps around you. You look around, and it's very dark. There's no torches and whatnot lit, but you can usually see. Not to mention, once your companions eventually do start coming through, it's a lot easier to see certain things. But you look around, and you can see a couple carts that have been look like they were going to go out on expedition. You see one cart that's returned with a bunch of furs and leather that's been skinned and tanned in the back. And of course, it's ruined now from being in the weather for apparently weeks. You look at the other carts, and it looks like there were some other carts that were going to go out hunting. There are bear traps and other implements that have been laid
Any
out.
bodies?
No bodies, weapons, etc., but no bodies. No bodies anywhere. No blood, no signs of a struggle, no traps, nothing.
How much snow is there on the ground?
Pretty decent amount of snow.
Can my character go set up some traps near the front entrance, make sure nothing comes in while we're in here?
Sure.
Okay. My character's going to set up some bear traps and whatnot, blocking the entrance.
Could there be like bodies under the snow or something, or it's not enough to cover?
You're welcome to check. You look under some of the snow, and there's no bodies under there.
I will try and reach the main keep, see if there's anything there.
You reach to the front main keep, and there are two double iron steel doors at the front. If you push on them just a little bit, you hear as they slowly open.
Jacqueline's going to be checking the courtyard with detect magic.
There is no magic in the courtyard. One of the carts, the one with the leather, has a little bit of magic, but it appears like it was kind of a spell designed to kind of help keep armor, from going bad, but it's clearly worn away.
Serena, can you feel any dark spawn?
I'm in the keep. You can't talk to me when I'm in the keep and you're outside, and I'm sneaking.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, I would ask that anyway. Do I sense any dark spawn?
Hold on a moment.
Buffering.
Oh man, Keaton has the zoomies again. Oh.
Just a little tiny tingle on the back of your neck.
Shit.
This doesn't quite feel like the dark spawn detection, though. The dark spawn detection you can feel throughout your whole body. This is a minor tingle.
Okay, so do I see anything
as you
inside
enter
the hall?
As you enter the castle, you notice that it's completely black in here except for the light of the moon coming in through the doorway as you open it. It's very, very extravagant, though. Like, it's not, extremely wealthy looking, but it's vast. It's a very big castle. Like I said, the picture pretty much does it justice. And you look at a stairwell going straight up, and then it curves off to the left and then the right. You look off to another stairwell curving up straight left, and then over to the right, you can see kind of a main dining hall, and then there are, of course, corridors down below the stairs as well. There doesn't appear to be anyone here, although it's kind of hard to see even with your vision.
Jacqueline's going to pipe up at this point and just go, where'd Serena go?
I believe she went inside. Should we follow her?
It would defeat the point of scouting, would it not?
Yes, but it's also an unknown situation. But as far as I know, she can handle herself.
Would everyone roll me another perception check, please?
I knew it was coming.
Oh.
Let's see.
At least I'm stealth.
Who said it didn't already spot you?
I don't know. Oh. What was the difficulty of this check?
Difficulty of this one is 11.
Oh, okay. I
That's
passed.
not bad. I passed.
Yeah, both of us barely. Wait, I have more perception than Jacqueline?
Yep.
Ooh, I feel so special.
You shouldn't.
All right,
She
so-
spent most of her time in a tower.
So everyone hears some glass crash, like someone threw a rock through a window or something. Porthos, you hear two glasses breaking. Like if someone threw a rock, it's basically like someone shattered a window. You guys all hear that. You don't see
I
anything,
want to-
though.
I want to go and investigate, see where the sound came from.
Serena, you turn right and you go down the hallway and into the dining room. And you search around, and it's very hard to see, but you're able to see a little bit since the windows are glass and the moonlight is shining through very well. And you notice as you get down to the end of that hallway, as you're going almost into another set of corridors, which look like rooms, there is a piece of glass on the first level floor, the window on the right, down at the end of the hallway, has been broken out, not in.
And I'm backing up.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm backing up. I'm gonna get the others in, because
Well,
Or-
that depends on how
we may be
long we
dealing with
move.
spirits. Yeah, I'm gonna back out of the building and go to whoever is closer to me that has some sort of authority.
How is Colin reacting to this broken glass?
He's already got his weapons drawn.
Okay.
I'm
Are
just
we
gonna
moving over there or no?
Yeah, you move over. She seems to have been done scouting as she comes out the door.
I'm just gonna say this now. I think this is werewolves out of RP.
Wait, question. What happened to the werewolves in Dragon? Did they all die, get turned back into humans, or are they,
How would you
did
know
they
that?
ravage? Like out of character in like Dragon Age Origins?
Out of character, no, not all werewolves are gone.
Okay, neat.
Let's keep it in, guys. And
Would
I'm
my
like,
character have Quicksilver on him?
No,
Not Mercury?
no.
Damn.
you can check your inventory in your character sheet.
What's in my alchemist pack? You never know what's on there.
May I?
As everyone's kind of going around, Serena, as you come out, everyone's just kind of looking around at you and kind of have their weapons drawn. But for the next, heartbeats or so, you guys don't really hear any noise, and the only thing you guys can really hear is just the wind blowing. The wind appears to be picking up, and Jacqueline, you feel a couple tiny drops start plinking on your head.
It's about to rain.
Oh, well, there was a window that broke from the inside out, but I didn't
5,
see anyone in there.
4,
Then we
I
should
heard-
go check for tracks.
3.
Maybe we should check for spirits or something.
1.
I don't know.
After 5 seconds, it hits. And for those of you who have been to the tropics, it hits hard. Not to mention, it is freezing cold outside right now. So this is not rain.
Torrential
It is
downpour.
it is hail. This is
Yeah.
hail. And this is hail that is
Are
coming
the
down hard.
Ow,
Are
ow,
the horses
ow, ow, ow.
protected?
Yeah, there's awnings and there's even a stable off to the left.
Oh,
Okay, so we can go inside then. Okay,
Okay,
maybe let's
I'm-
move inside.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, start a fire or something.
Out of RP, I actually know how painful this probably feels. Like I've ridden my bike going like 40 miles per hour when it was raining. It feels like sewing needles hitting you.
Yeah, that always
Yeah,
hurts.
but Casey, brother, no need to ruin the immersion every 5 minutes, though. Please,
I was
come
trying to
on.
help for you guys to know what.
Well, we live on Earth. We probably have experienced some sort of hailing at
It's
some
coming down
point.
pretty good.
Okay. I guess we're all
Is
heading.
there a fireplace at the main dining area or something that we can start a fire?
There should be. There should
Yes,
be
there is.
multiple.
It's actually a very large hearth.
Okay. Who wants to start a fire?
I'm guessing it's in the dining room,
Probably, yeah.
which would serve as a good base of operations for the moment.
I'm just gonna assume my character has some chemicals that can easily start a fire.
I have a cantrip.
I have
I
oil
think.
and tinder twig.
Yep, I have a cantrip. I cast flare.
Porthos is going to avoid the fireplace and Jacqueline and go to a corner because fire.
My
You
character's
light
being
the hearth. You light the hearth, and it lights up most of the main kind of living dining area. And it's a very nice looking hearth. It's got like a nice round upward hump shape that comes, and it looks really nice. When I say that, I mean like it curves up at the top, like it comes up, curves like a hillside, and then comes down.
I'll go investigate the windows that broke again.
You take a look at the window, and there's a little bit of glass on the ground and outside, but yeah, this was definitely broken outward, and it looks like something just really big crashed through it.
Do we see another window that's broken other than that one?
You don't see any other windows down on this floor that are broken out.
I heard 2 crashes of glass breaking.
We will have to investigate, but I need the magic people to do some magic stuff because as soon as I
Detect
came in here,
magic.
I felt a tingle.
And that could have just been someone watching you.
Yeah, not creepy at all, Jacqueline. Thanks. Sheesh.
So is there any magic anywhere bot?
Probably Yami should also check with
When
her
you
own
start
shit.
when you start to detect, Yami's in NPC mode right now. When
Oh.
you look around, you can see that obviously there are others in your party that have magic, and there's a very, very, very faint trace of necromancy.
Not a school I am specialized in. Morgan, I found some necromancy over here.
Isn't that like Dorian's field? Maybe we should
Morgan
port him
can also knows of some necromancy. Jacqueline
Morgan
on
knows
the other
many
hand,
things.
Jacqueline on the other hand has no idea about necromancy whatsoever. That's why it costs extra spell slots to cast necromancy.
Let's see what we can find. And she starts going through some of the books on some of the walls here or there. She mostly just starts kind of looking around. You can tell she's using detect magic as well.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, nothing really happens. Do any of you go to investigate the upper floors or whatnot?
I think we should stay as a group.
No more
I think
splitting
we
the
should
party.
split.
We got off
No.
good this first time.
No, I actually think we should split the party.
You're an
But-
idiot.
Well, there are two sides on every corridor. Okay, whatever. Let's take our time then. I'll stick together because that's not gonna raise any attention from anyone or anything, right?
Moving slowly through a castle that nobody is in.
Nobody's in. Like something big came out of that window there.
Nobody is in right now, correct?
As far as we know, that doesn't mean that it's truly
And if
empty.
you keep your
and
wits about you, you will be fine. Now,
First rule of
stop
horror
complaining.
movies. First rule of horror movies: never split the party.
What is a movie?
there
This is
are
out of
no
our
horror movies in Ferelden.
The horror plays.
No, it's just
Well,
smart. Keep your numbers up in case they ambush you with more.
Well, I still think I should scout ahead and see if there's anything there. Maybe there's a chance that it won't see me, whatever is there.
Okay, you can go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. Not until we know the full layout of this place.
Upon hearing about the
How are we going to learn the layout if we don't scout it?
If we're lucky, we might find a map in here among the books.
upon hearing about the
Hmm.
necromancy, my character would have got one of his healing potions ready.
Morgan comes up to Commander Colin and hands him something. He looks at it for a moment. He says, well, it's faded, but we've got a little bit of a map here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You guys have a general idea. It appears that this castle has 4 floors, and then it also has a basement floor, so technically 5.
I'll be the creepy one and say we start from the basement.
That's what I was thinking. My catcher will be searching for anything wrong with the wood and the stonework and everything.
While everyone was bickering, Porthos was making another makeshift Molotov cocktail with tinder sticks and oil barrels, not barrels, flasks.
So you were making a firebomb?
Yes, that he's going to regret using because he has fucking pyrophobia or whatever.
Pyrophobia?
Yeah. Not to mention that we are indoors.
See, that's why I use acid.
Well, that has the potential of hitting us too.
Why do you think I
And
don't
I
use
really-
it that often when people are in melee?
I really wouldn't like to get acid splashed on me. I just fixed a cat on my face.
If there are necromancers in this place and there are dead bodies about, I assume fire would do great to burn corpses.
Also, any healing magic would do fairly well.
Mm-hmm. But our bombs, we don't have the level to cast, have the discovery that makes bombs heal.
No, but I do have some healing spells.
As do we, but we still have to drink our spell slots.
Well, anyway, we don't know what's there, so maybe we should just go to the basement and start looking for what might be there.
Jacqueline's gonna cast Mage Armor on herself.
All right.
So for the next 5 hours, she has a 19 AC.
19 AC, you say?
Yup.
Nice.
Out of character, I'll go ahead and give you guys some ambience.
Yay.
That video I just posted.
My character is going to cast Bark Skin on Serena.
What level of Barkskin?
There's only one level to it.
No, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just curious what your spell does. I believe your spell does 2.
But yeah,
Okay. So, Serena, you get a +2 to AC.
for the next 100 minutes.
Nice.
Okay, so I get AC 17.
So your AC would be 19.
No, 17.
Oh, it's flat 15?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned. Okay. So everyone continues as a whole with torchlights and whatnot going down to the lower levels of the castle. It's dark and creepy, very ambient.
Rolling
Yeah, very-
stealth.
Mhm.
29.
You continue onward. Serena vanishes into the shadows and stays with you. Some of you who know how she works, she's she's nearby. Go ahead.
Question: is that background music Voltaire?
I have no idea. So you proceed onward, and
Serena, you'd actually be at 19 AC because it's at a +4 for. Was it Casey's
Oh.
character
+2.
that
Yeah.
cast? It's
No.
+2 because you're an alchemist, right? You're
Yeah.
getting it through your alchemy.
Yeah.
What it says here is the effect grants a +2 bonus to the creature's existing natural armor bonus. This enhancement bonus increases by 1 for every 3 caster levels above 3rd. You are level 10, correct?
Yeah.
So at level 9, it goes up to 4.
Okay.
okay, so it is 19.
Okay, so
I knew
so it is
I knew
19.
I wasn't going crazy. All right,
Okay, sorry.
you continue onward as Colin kind of leads the way with his sword out, torch holding up, and you all continue on down to the dungeon. And you can tell that that's what it is now. It is indeed a dungeon. And you look around,
Jacqueline gets wet.
and you
Oh,
can
she's
see,
been wet for hours.
and you can see a lot of different chambers until eventually you come out to a wide circular room. And would everyone with
Roll
arcane
perception.
no, would everyone
Oh,
with
no?
arcane knowledge roll me a knowledge arcana? The alchemists, Jacqueline, you can roll this because you actually have a connection to it.
Oh,
Orin,
fuck.
Orin, you cannot roll this, even though you're an alchemist and you can work lyrium magic. Only those with a connection to the Fade will roll knowledge arcana.
Okay. I got nat 1.
All right.
Oh. Well, let's
And-
go
I'm
paying
Yami
too
and
much
Morrigan
toward-
are better.
Yeah,
And
paying too much
Morgan gets a
attention to
natural
Morgan.
one,
What?
and Yami
No!
gets a 3.
Wow.
Oh god.
What the hell?
That is
No!
that's really amazing. That's
But
a 1,
I
a
still
1,
got
a
a
2, and a 3.
19.
All right. So, who is in the far
May
back?
have-
Who would be in the very far back?
I
we're
would
s-
be.
I would be in the
Fire.
front because I'm sneaking.
I'd probably be in the middle.
Porthos. You look behind you, and what was a tunnel is now a wall.
Fuck.
I poke it with my rapier and see if it goes
Wouldn't
through.
my character would have detected something like that if it was a natural stonework?
Nope, because it's not natural stonework.
Oh, so my character knows then.
He's saying you still wouldn't have been able to notice a difference.
There was no stonework that was getting moved. There was nothing earthly being moved or being done.
I stab it with my sword to see if it's an illusion.
It's solid.
Well, shit.
Who's
I-
pointing this out to the magic users?
I tell everyone about the wall.
You all turn around, and you can see that the hallway that you guys were coming down, there's now a solid wall from where you guys were walking.
Detect magic says we're in the fade.
It looks like that's what happened. It looks like you just stepped into the fade.
We
For
just
future reference, the fact that it was my idea to come to the basement doesn't mean that I'm responsible for this shit.
no,
What happened?
but this may have been a place that Solus had visited at one point.
Do you guys tell us that we're in the fade?
Yeah.
Dwarves
Oh
aren't
no.
supposed to go
Oh
in
no.
the fade.
Oh
Dwarves can be
no.
pulled or step into the
No,
fade.
I
They just
know, but
don't
my
dream.
character is saying dwarves aren't meant to be in the fade in character, not out of character.
I know. Jacqueline's saying this. Dwarves can be in the fade. They just can't dream in the fade.
This is very unnatural.
I'm gonna
I don't
disagree
like
with
this.
Porthos
I
for
don't
a
like
moment.
this.
It's about as
Oh, God.
unnatural. Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of unnatural.
Well, I don't have very good experiences with the Fade lately.
Also, you notice that you guys are all in the big oval room because that's where the thing happened.
Yeah.
So now you guys are just all in the big oval room. How far spread out are you guys?
I'd say we gave Serena a good 15, 20 feet. So she
With
could give us hand
Yep.
signals if she catches something early.
Yep, with exception of her walking back and calling a couple others being up front there. Okay.
Yeah.
Type this to me in PM. Don't start speaking out because we're all going to get jumbled up in jargon. PM me which other character or NPC you are closest to right now in terms of distance. Just one. I know that Serena and Colin are definitely the closest to one another because they were both up front.
So I don't need to PM.
But just yeah, you're fine. But everyone else, go ahead and PM me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Everyone
I
roll
don't like
me.
what's coming.
Everybody roll. For those of you who have seen the first Hellboy, you know what's coming. Everyone roll me a reflex save.
Oh, motherfucker, not this one.
Shit.
I don't.
I know exactly what's happening.
I don't know exactly what's happening, but I suspect it's nothing good. Okay.
Well,
oh,
there's a
fuck.
few things that could be happening right now. It just depends on what exactly is hitting us.
Oh, oh shit. 19. I hope it's good enough.
I'm screwed. I can just tell.
Why did I do that? Wow, I'm really high.
Okay, so Porthos and Orin. As you hear Commander Cullen say, "Hey, everyone stay together so we don't get split up." You look down at the floor, Orin. You can sense it coming, but you're not quite able to get out of the way. And walls start to pop up out of the floor here and there in an awkward maze-like pattern.
Oh.
And Orin and Porthos, you are both smacked in the face for 2 damage. And the walls start to come up in between you so closely that it's like, they just form up not more than maybe 5 feet from you, and everyone starts to get separated.
Motherfucker. So we are doing the tower shit with the sloth demon.
Oh God. I want to cry.
Hey, you're probably alone with Cullen, so you're good.
Well, that-
Am I?
If you
Am
fail
I?
your will saves from now on, yes, you will end up like the rest of your companions in Dragon Age Origins during the tower incident.
Yay! Yeah.
So
Hopefully,
But
one of us
am I-
survives.
But am I alone with Colin?
so
That's
yeah,
what
Serena.
matters.
Yep, Serena, you're starting to feel something though. Your blood is
Oh,
starting to boil. Darkspawn are nearby.
Oh God.
I'm gonna look at Colin and I'll tell him there are darkspawn here.
He looks at you and puts the torch out, cracks a sun rod, hangs it on his belt, and he pulls out a shield. Starts looking around. Many of you aren't given much options of where to go. It's like, you can go this way and that's it. So Colin kind of looks up and he yells out because you guys can still hear each other.
Yeah.
And he says, "All right, find your way back. Those of you with chalk or marking implements, mark your way so we don't get lost. Well, at least the best we can. If we are in the fade, we should at least be able to keep someone in contact with each other. Morgan, that sending spell, use it now. 2, if we can find an area of similar location, shout out or send or have the magic user send us messages to try and keep us all together. If we can find a room that's the same and we can all regroup, the better. Move out."
Wouldn't my character have chalk?
Yes.
Porthos is going to
I
pull out
The
have
alchemists, the alchemists, and the magic casters would have chalk, as we call it.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have chalk too.
Um, I yell.
Porthos would actually have soot as well.
My character
Yeah.
yells out, "What explosives work on these walls?"
I wouldn't recommend doing explosives in an inner part unless you've got no other option, because the concussive force could, do some damage. And not to mention, this is all mostly iron, so it may not actually do that much.
There goes that plan.
Porthos is going to draw his rapier out and take a chalk on the other hand and walk with the rapier in front of him, pointing in front of him and drawing on the chalk while walking.
I'm basically gonna do the same thing with my bow.
Jacqueline's gonna look around. Is she next to Morgan?
Yeah, it's actually Porthos, Morgan, and Jacqueline are all together,
Oh,
and
Me?
I think Orin is actually too. Let me check. Yeah, Orin is
so
too.
all of the magic casters are in one spot,
Yep.
Where's
and
Yami?
all the melee
Yami-
people are in another spot.
Yami is mute, so Yami hasn't said anything, but you can hear a tap on the back area, and you can hear Yami has been apparently separated by herself.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh, great.
well, she's
Well,
not
she can
truly
handle
alone.
herself. Because that's not creepy at all.
Actually, hold on, he's sending me a message. Okay, never mind. Yami is actually with Colin and Serena. 'Cause
So the
Yami has-
melees
Aw.
are in one spot, and the magic casters are in another spot. That's
Hey.
not
But
good.
Hey,
technically,
I'm with you.
Porthos is melee.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, Porthos is
And
with the
Yami is both.
I
You're
guess-
also a drunk, Porthos. I'm sorry, but
Hey,
it's true.
I'm not a drunk anymore.
He's sober at the moment.
For once in your life, you get it right.
I made him promise.
For the
You
mission.
No, for
you all proceed onward, following the plan
Porthos
best you can.
is going to be on the
My
front.
character will have rapid shot and rapid reload being used basically all the time.
Okay, you don't have to declare those; those are always on.
Yeah,
I
those
didn't
are
know that.
passives.
All right, so
Porthos, what were you saying?
Porthos is going to, I guess, be on the front because you all are squishies.
My,
I'm not entirely squishy.
my character yells out, "Would acid be able to melt through this?"
possibly haven't tried yet.
At a long enough period of time. Wait, what's the distance from wall to wall?
from wall to wall, depending upon how it is. It's like a big hexagonal like puzzle. Some of them are like 5 feet, some of them are 2 feet, some of them are like an inch that not even a mouse could get through.
Well, so good thing Serena has that ring.
It's like being in one of those fun houses
that
with like
you don't
glass.
know I have.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying out of character.
yeah, we are aware.
All right, so one party proceeds one way, the other party proceeds the other. We'll go ahead and start with Jacqueline and the others. You four proceed downward, and you actually get out of the hexagonal room first because your way kind of almost circles back, and there's no other way you can really go. You're welcome to try and degrade the walls or blast them open, but you'll find that this is solid iron, and it's very thick. It's like, not only that, something's a little off. It's the fact that you guys are in the fade. It almost seems like the walls are even like more thick and difficult to hit.
So we much rather would find the person who's got us in here and make them get us out than try and dig through the wall.
Perhaps.
Jacqueline's going to be doing detect magic to see if we come across any differences in magic.
I'm assuming all the magic users have already met up.
We're all in one spot.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you guys proceed down the hallway, Jacqueline and Porthos are in front.
Yep.
Porthos, you're first. Roll me a will save, please.
Frick. Frick. Frick me. Oh,
No.
that's not bad.
That's not entirely bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's
It might still fail though.
no, he failed.
Ouch.
Porthos. No, this is not quite what you think it is.
He's the
Porthos.
first one to fall.
Porthos. You hear a familiar voice. A man that you've met, but you don't remember meeting because he tampered with your memories.
Oh, great.
And he says, and he has you, and you hear him whisper in your ear, and he says, "Light them up, pretty." Porthos, I'm taking control of your character here.
Yeah. Great. Oh, great.
I called it.
Porthos, Jacqueline, would you roll me a reflex save, please, as Porthos turns around and casts Dragon Breath right at you?
True. Shit.
Wait, when does he know Dragon Breath?
He's always known.
You've never seen him do it.
Reflex, you said, right?
No,
me.
Jacqueline, roll reflex.
Ooh.
Fuck.
That will not be enough. And this is going to be amplified too.
Oh no.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh
So Jacqueline take 23 fire damage to the face.
no. Oh.
And
no.
Porthos, I'm going to have Porthos spend a grip point and stab her with his rapier.
No.
Ow. It's gotta hit a
Does a-
19.
24.
No, that's not a crit though. Oh, have it.
That hits.
That's
least
a
it's not a crit.
lot.
At least it's not a
Why?
This is true.
Jacqueline, take
10 damage.
take another 10 damage as he stabs you with the rapier as well. And
Ow.
can I do that? No, I cannot do that. I'll spend a parachute point to give him another +2 to AC, and that's his turn.
You can also wait. Can
I'm
you
in a
parry
row.
A
What's
parachute
that?
point?
I think
Well,
you meant the knack.
It's a panache point, sorry.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
My character says, "Sorry, Porthos, but I'm gonna have to do this."
Wouldn't it be initiative at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have Jacqueline
Yeah.
and Horos roll because I have Morgan's right here. So go ahead and roll.
Oh God, I'm in a
Did
room
I-
with Yami and Colin. If
Did I roll as
if
well?
if they fail one
No.
like this, do I have to go against them? I'm so
However,
dead.
Where did-
however, Porthos, after this next turn, if they do damage to you, I'll give you another will save.
So you better hope we hit.
Yeah, that's 12. Morgan got 14. So what will Jacqueline get?
I got
12.
to
Okay.
12.
Casey has a bigger dex than you, so it will go Morgan, Casey, and then Jacqueline.
Mhm.
So Morgan immediately kind of just looks up and is like, "What the?" and casts his Witch's Hex on Porthos. So Porthos will take a -2 to all actions. And that's what her move will do. She will then hold an action to see what's going on, and she'll say, "Porthos, what are you doing?" And then it will go down to Casey.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Just shoot him lethally or non-lethally.
I'm gonna shoot out his legs.
You're gonna shoot him in the leg. Okay, so roll an
Both
attack
legs.
versus him.
I'm shooting 2 bolts.
Okay, roll an attack
My AC is 19.
and +2, so 21.
Mhm.
Miss.
Now it's a +8.
Yep.
Oh shit! I fucked that up.
That's a botch.
Ah.
So you fire once and he kind of dodges out of the way, and then you fire a second time and your crossbow misfires.
Damn it! Would my rapid reload be able to do anything about this?
That's what you did.
Okay.
A heavy crossbow normally takes a turn to reload. With rapid reload, you can sit there, fire, reload, and shoot, so you can do 2 shots with it without having
Okay.
to worry about,
Okay.
taking a turn to load. All right, Jacqueline, you're up.
Fucking finally, I'm casting magic missile at the fucker.
Okay.
So he's going to
it
be
auto hits.
taking 3d4 damage. Always go for something that'll hit him automatically. Oop, wrong one. There we go.
Try
What
again.
the fuck?
You
No.
forgot
Oh my
20.
God, Jared, come on.
I haven't been able to type right for like the past few weeks. It's weird.
How high are you, man?
I'm actually sober at the moment.
Are we going to?
Well,
So
that
1, 2,
might be
1.
so.
Wow, beautiful damage there.
Hey, it still
So-
makes him make a save.
Yeah, he's gonna still get to do his turn though before it's save. I'm gonna have Porthos attack you 3 times, Jacqueline.
Of course. Still got to hit a 19.
Why always Jacqueline?
31.
Right next to him.
That's a crit, by the way.
Yep.
Shit.
Oh shit.
That's also a confirm. Miss on the second attack. And miss on the third attack. Actually, what am I saying? Grip point does full attack bonus. Hold on. Okay, that's also a crit. Got to confirm. That's a
Okay,
confirm.
what's your crit range, dude?
15.
15.
How the fuck?
Improved crit. And I have a rapier, which is
Yep.
an 18 to 20 crit.
Yeah. When you take a rapier or a scimitar and then take improved critical, yeah, you get it down to 15. If you take a specialized scythe, you can get it down to 12.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of specialized fights,
So he hits you with the first one with a crit, hits you with the third one with a crit, but he missed with the second one. So this will be 2 criticals.
Porthos is trying to stab your vital organs.
Hey, just be glad I gave you a
So-
chance to roll out of this, potentially.
So he will do 31 damage to you.
In total? Or that's
Total.
just with one attack?
No, that's total.
Okay.
He rolled kind of poorly on his electricity damage. Now Porthos, make me a will save at +5 because you're getting the shit kicked out of you.
Not so
you
much
didn't-
shit kicked out of him, just like bolts of force hitting him in the chest or something.
So the
Please tell me
+2.
the 19 is enough.
The +2. Hold on a sec. Because you. What's your will save normally?
3.
So yeah, you're getting a +5 total. So that's 3 + 5. So that's actually
Oh.
20, 21, 22. Okay, so that'll do it.
Yeah.
So Porthos, you snap out of it, and as you snap out of it, you're looking down, and your hand is thrusting your rapier right into Jacqueline's gut.
As I do that, I stare at Jacqueline and go, "What the fuck?"
Keep your mind about you while in the fade.
What the fuck?
Please remove it.
I remove the rapier and I rummage through my bag and give her a potion.
Let me
Okay.
roll. Hold on a sec. So
Let's see what it is.
hold on a
Do
sec.
you
I've
have
got
a
one
cure
for you.
serious?
Mod.
Jacqueline heals 16.
Uh-huh.
My character's gonna try to fix the crossbow.
Yep, you do. You fix it pretty quickly.
Maybe heal Jacqueline instead.
I am at about half health.
Yeah.
Jacqueline and Orin now roll me will saves, please.
Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Also, I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh god.
Sir, Christine, if you want to PM Carl what's happened so far, you can. Oh no. Oh no.
Just don't use
Okay.
confusion bomb.
Jacqueline and Orin. Jacqueline, you're going to attack Orin. Orin, you're going to attack Porthos.
Tell me if you need me to tell you any of my stats.
That's okay. I've already got what's going to happen here. So you're going to cast Magic Missile, and I'm going to have you cast it at a higher spell slot.
Motherfucker.
So, Orin, you're automatically done. Jared, go ahead and get rid of one of your level 4s.
I think that's like...
Wait, how am I automatically done?
It's Magic Missile, auto hit.
Oh.
So, Orin, you will take 16 damage.
I don't
And then
have
Orin-
a 4th level slot, dude.
Okay, so it'll just be 3. But either way, Orin, you take 16. Okay, so the first one will hit Porthos, the second one will miss. So I'll go ahead and roll it here. So I'm sorry, I forgot to add the 1 for that. So that's 15. So Porthos, you'll take 15 damage. So yeah, so Orin took 16, Porthos took 15, sorry. And then Orin.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Porthos' turn, sorry. So they just went, so now it's back up to Porthos. Morgan immediately tries to do counterspell on this with her turn, but Porthos gets to go first.
I'm gonna try and stab whomever is the closest to me.
So you're going to stab Jacqueline again?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
a hit, right?
No.
That hits.
Let me double check my HP.
can I hit her with like the flat?
I'm at 57,
Or-
but you can calculate it from there.
Actually, Porthos, that's a miss because you rolled 16. You're supposed to roll 15.
Oh, right.
Is Porthos under control?
Porthos is under control, but he misses. It looks like he's just reacting. But you and Jacqueline are under influence, and let's see how Morgan does with the counterspell. She'll use Witch's Broom because why not? Because that sucked. That's better. So she uses up Witch's Boon, and you see Morgan twirl her staff around her head and slam it down into the stonework. And Jacqueline and Orin, you snap out of it.
Okay.
Since that probably took a little bit out of us, we'd be regaining our consciousness on our hands and knees.
Yep. Both you and Orin are kind of like out of it right now. Because whereas in Porthos resisted naturally, you guys were just kind of pulled out of it. So it's almost like you guys went astral and then you got pulled back out of it, and you guys are like kind of trying to regain your footing.
Wait, why did he resist it naturally?
You just wake up.
You would just be like, huh?
Okay.
But as soon as...
But yeah, since it was counterspelled and kind of thrown out of you, imagine if Porthos woke up and like he was underwater and he comes up and he's like, stuff like that. Imagine if you were like deep in water and then someone just threw you out of water onto the shore.
So
that's basically
Porthos is not mind controlled.
Porthos appears to be in his own mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
All right, as Morgan says, panting. Let's keep our wits about us. And she's going to cast Runic Hex on all of you. +4 will saves for the next 24 hours.
Oh, lovely.
Son of a bitch. Oh. Now I'm jelly.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
+4 to will saves for the next 24 hours against fear or mind-altering effects.
Oh, I feel sorry for you guys. Yami's with your party.
All right, so
Yami's with the rogue and the fighter.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yep.
Yes.
Going back. Speaking of which, going back to Yami, Serena, and Cullen. Serena, Yami, would you both roll me will saves, please?
Fuck. Is that enchantment? I get +2 versus enchantment. Is that enchantment?
It is actually.
Oh, good. Kinda. Fuck.
Yami's okay.
Serena, don't touch the Yami. Do not touch the Yami.
Yami's an 7 foot tall Amazonian mass of awesome
21.
badass awesomeness, and she's got a better will save than she does fortitude. That's amazing.
That's because
Is 21 okay?
21 just hits it. Let's see what Colin does.
Oh no!
that's because spiritualists get fortitude and will, and she uses her charisma for will. Wow.
Lucky bastards. Everyone feels something try to pry at their head. Yami, Colin, and Serena. But it fails.
I guess we look at each other.
Let's keep moving. We can't linger here long, or we're going to start losing our minds. You three proceed onward. And you eventually come to this, what looks almost like a little bit of a throne room as you come out of this tunnel. And you kind of come up and out of this little stairwell. And you can see a throne room and a kind of a meeting council hall. Wait a minute. This isn't on the map. Oh, of course it's not. We're in the Fade. Damn it. Everything looks different here.
My party continues to move on.
Yes, your party will continue to move on. I'll let you guys know when things happen. You guys move on, and you guys kind of go more down and out. And after you guys eventually get out, you find yourself, you come up to this flat wall. And as you guys just kind of fiddle around with the wall, Porthos kind of leans on a stone, and the stone moves in. and the wall opens up, and you guys seem to be back in the main living area. You actually come out of a secret passageway, and you guys are back in the main living area with the fire hearth still going. And it appears that you've stepped out of the Fade.
My character would have noticed the secret door, wouldn't he?
Yeah, when you come up to it, and the moment the door moves, yeah, you know exactly where it's there, and heck, you can even probably find the mechanism again. You can also probably figure out how and where it connects to if you really look at it.
So we're out of the Fade.
No,
Are we
no,
sure?
they're out of the
No.
Fade.
They're out of
You,
the Fade.
you,
We are
you
not.
three are still in the Fade.
Oof.
Yami,
Yes.
roll me another will save, and then Serena and Colin will roll another will save as well.
Oh
Oh
no. No.
no! No!
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh, shit! We're gonna kill each other.
Or Yami's gonna kill you.
Yami, what's your highest spell slot?
You don't want to know.
25.
It's 4.
It's 4? Okay. So Serena's fine, and Colin is okay. Just a
Luckily, I
moment.
don't have any AoEs, so that's fine.
Let me look up this particular spell, though. Hold on.
Oh God.
Hold on.
If I die, I'll come back and haunt you. Why the one to fail must be fucking Yami? Why?
I was the one that had to tank the one.
Oh, can't wait for Colin to get his ass wrecked.
All right.
Why?
So you will cast Hold Person on Colin,
Okay.
and you will cast Blindness and Deafness on Serena at max level. So
Can't I roll something to?
yeah, you have to roll a Fortitude save.
Is this an enchantment?
I don't have minus and deafness though, or is that just a part of the Fade?
You do now.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, but
'Cause-
is this an enchantment?
I would count this as an enchantment. Yeah.
Okay, so I can be at +2.
Yeah, it's
at least.
spell resistance. Yes, so this does count as an enchantment.
Where you also
Yeah.
have bark skin.
Yeah. So I'm at +5. No.
Okay, let's see how Colin does here.
No.
That is the Fade.
I'm blind and deaf. Oh my god.
Against Hold Person, that is fine.
Yep. So
And we both
Colin
suck.
Colin is held and falls down forward as Yami has him restrained, and Serena is now blind and deaf.
I'm gonna roll stealth anyway.
Roll stealth at -10.
Girl.
21.
Not good enough.
Mm,
You stumble around, but Yami is easily going to be able to see you with that.
Well, about seeing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So Yami is going to.
If I'm okay, now I'll let you go.
I
Good, I
know.
will kill them.
I know. So now that Colin is helpless, I'm gonna go ahead and have you cast Sleep. So Colin's asleep.
God.
And I'm going to have you go up to Serena, and I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you do non-lethal damage, but would you make your full round of attacks against her? And she is flat-footed because she's blind and helpless.
Full round? All of it? Oh,
Yes.
God.
Non-lethal.
Okay, so at least it's non-lethal, but unfortunately for Serena, a full round includes a spell because of spell combat.
Yep, and you may actually do what you wish for this one. I will not influence this one in particular, just that it's non-lethal. Because that is part of the pact.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So go for it, Carl.
If it's gonna be non-lethal, then I can't really cast anything.
Do I still get the +4 on the flat-footed from the bark skin?
Yes, because it's natural armor.
Yes, it's natural armor. Yeah, you do get the +4
Okay.
even to your flat foot.
Okay. So I'll be at 17, at least.
But do I have to try? Do I have to try to maximum damage regardless of what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna hurt.
I hate you.
Sorry, but don't worry. She doesn't attack that many times. It's gonna be. Let's see.
Hmm. Just when I was thinking I wouldn't murder her in her sleep.
All right.
I'm back up to full health.
First attack. Second attack.
First attack hits, second attack misses.
$23 damage. And I rolled.
Yep, so Serena will take 23 damage. And Serena, you are welcome to try and attack back. Your attack modifier will be at a -10.
Can't I attempt to get out of the blindness or something?
Nope, this will last until the spell ends.
Oh, shit.
Because this is not just typical deafness and blindness.
This is not fun.
Okay, so... Fuck.
It's actually called blocking of the third eye.
Oh, shit. What's Yami's AC?
Right now, it's gonna be 25.
Well, there's no point in rolling. I can't.
All right.
You might get
I just can't.
I know for brevity's sake, we can speed it along, and we'll just say that Yami knocks the shit out of you, and you're unconscious.
Why?
And
But I
Now
only
this-
get 23 damage.
now this was non-lethal, so I will not have you go down to 0 and then bounce back up. I will just say that when you wake up, you will still be at the health you were at, except for the 23 that you got hit by.
Yeah.
So you're out. And Yami,
Yes.
what's horrifying is you're aware of all this, and you can't do nothing about it. Your scythe is screaming at you, stop, but it can't do anything either. Eventually here, it says, very good, my dear. Now, would you do me a favor and start to, do me a favor and set your scythe down on that board right there, facing up. Yes, just like that. Now, would you please fall on your scythe, please?
Okay. Is the scythe affected by all this?
Well, the scythe is not, but here's what's going to happen. The moment you fall on your scythe and take the damage, you will get another will save with a +5. So, I'll just go ahead and do one thing to you. Actually, just do your weapons damage to you. Just roll your weapons damage to you, like if you had gotten hit by yourself.
Stop hitting yourself.
That's like even with my strength modifier or just base
Yes.
damage?
No, full damage.
Power attack?
Yes.
Okay. 25.
So as you fall on your scythe, it impales you through the gut, and Yami falls down on it, and you're able to make a will save because now you and your scythe are connected a little bit more closely, and you just took a lot of painful damage. So roll a will save. See if you can break it. No, he's going to have you fall on it again. Do the exact same thing. 27 damage. Again, roll.
Okay.
Very nice. So as this horrifying scene plays out, where you you've just hurt your friends and you're witnessing all this and can't do anything. You beat the crud out of your other friend, you hold your other friend and he falls down and gets sleeped. And then this voice dares to tell you to fall on your own scythe, and you do. And it hurts, and you do a lot of damage to yourself, and it impales through your gut, and blood is just pouring from you. And you do it again. And finally, the scythe screams, and you scream in your mind, and you, by utter force, take this presence and you shove it out. Your mind is your own.
All right. Yami's gonna take the scythe impaled on her, but she's not gonna even touch it. It's kind of just going to flow into her wounds and disappear into herself, and she's going to start like frantically sniffing at the air and just looking around, quote unquote, trying to see if there's anyone else responsible for this.
You're smelling and sniffing around, and you don't smell your friends nearby. You don't. The scythe tells you that they're not there, and actually, the room itself is somewhat changed. It looks like, well, the scythe will describe to you. It appears to be a different looking throne room now. Still coated in blackness, but nothing that bothers you. But Serena and Colin are nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
Is there any like scent of them left?
There's a faint scent, but you can't really find it. Like, imagine if someone like sprayed a little cherry scent and then someone just took a buttload of Febreze and then said, okay, now try and smell it. That's basically what it smells like.
So I can't really follow it?
No, you can tell that there's a faint whiff in the air, though. You can maybe conclude from the feeling that your body felt, you might have gone through the veil again, and you might be back in the mortal plane.
Oh, no. All right.
Also, guys, for those of you in the living quarters, you look over to your right now, and you can see Yami just kind of standing there.
My character kind of prepares his crossbow.
Porthos gets closer to Yami and pokes her with his finger. Just to
Yami-
make sure it's not an illusion.
Yami, the scythe tells you that Porthos is poking you with his finger.
You're not going to you're not going to attack us, are you?
She is not. But she's just speaking, so it's like she does look very frantic as she looks about and puts her hand.
You also notice, Porthos, that it looks like someone effed her the F up now down near her stomach area. She's bleeding.
Jacqueline is gonna say, Yami, calm down. Come over to me and we'll get you healed up.
My character's going to start looking for structural weak points.
Very well. So, Yami, what do you do?
Yami will shake her head at like the request for treatment and like start frantically saying like "say, hey, na, ko le," like just trying her hardest to enunciate their names as she looks around and tries to like detect magic to see if there's any portals nearby.
Sure enough, Oren.
Yes.
When you get over to the area where you were, you kind of check along. You do find another passageway that seems to lead down, but you find something interesting. Both you and Yami actually kind of stumble upon this around the same time. But you find a small little sigil that you almost wouldn't have been able to find, Oren, but you rubbed your hand over it and you felt kind of like an engraving or a carving. And when Yami comes over and looks at it and points it out, and then Jacqueline and Morgan come over, you notice that this is a magical sigil. This actually tends to be used during rituals and whatnot.
Knowledge Arcana to see what types of rituals.
Go on.
That
I mean, we'll roll this one.
roll.
I'm just standing around looking for more structural weak points.
The only other one you find is at the base of the stairs, where the stairs appear to be kind of crumbling, but that's about it.
Okay.
Am I still unconscious and blind?
Nat 20, motherfucker.
Holy
Bitch.
moly. Damn. Okay, hold on a sec here. Jacqueline,
I study the fade extensively.
yep, this is a conjuration sigil. More extensively, this is one of the 7 sigils representing sloth. So you know the sigil, you know its conjuration. Not only that, you think you actually know enough about it that you might actually be able to control when and where this like shift or portal opens. Or like you think you could actually stop the shift. Like you think that this is a place that's been messed up by the fade, and you think that if you took some time and did a ritual and spent all the time doing it and cast and actually sealed this place off, that you could you could reasonably just shut this whole thing down. Yep.
Make sure that the fade doesn't come here no more.
Yep. You feel like you can do that.
Okay. I go, Morgan, I'm going to need some supplies for setting up a ritual so we can get the fade shut down here once we get Colin and Serena back.
Would my character have any salt on him?
Yes.
I'm going to start making a circle of salt.
Very good idea. That's actually a very good idea, because ironically, ghosts in this world are also hurt to salt.
Yeah, that was weird.
you set up a circle, and Morgan gets you some implements, and Morgan is thoroughly impressed with Jacqueline. And so you
Morgan
guys
greatly approves.
Yes, greatly approves. You guys start to kind of fool around with stuff, and she starts to help you with the thing, and she says, the old me would have just had us do this right away and leave our friends to die, but I'm not like that anymore.
Morgan, do you think if needed be, I can bring this place down?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. If something goes terribly wrong and we wind up opening a portal to the Fade and it doesn't close, then by all means, bring it down.
Very well.
Let's hope it does not come to that.
I'm going to start the ritual to get myself in the full control of whatever portal is here, so I can keep it open and shut it down permanently once everybody comes back.
Am I still unconscious?
Yeah, I'll get to you in a sec. Be patient.
Oh shit.
Jacqueline, when you make the spellcraft roll to bring it down, with you and Morgan working in concert with all of this time with a ritual cast, you'll get a plus 20 to this.
So I could basically just barely even roll, because my...
Basically, don't botch.
Spellcraft is a plus 18.
I'm just going to assume the circle's just surrounding us while they're doing this.
Yep. You surround the circle, which is a good idea, too, because there could have been some spirits wandering around, and you do actually eventually see a couple ghosts here or there, but then they look down at the salt and they just continue on.
No.
All right, so going back to Serena and Colin. Serena, you are on the floor and you've taken a beating in your life, but you've never taken a beating from a 7-foot woman with a giant scythe before. That really sucked. You hurt. You're in pain, but it's okay. I won't have this subtracted from your thing. You eventually stumble around, and you find a potion, and you drink, and you rest for a bit because you really got hurt. After a while, your vision and hearing returns, and you're back up to full health. You find yourself lying in the throne room in kind of a very dark setting. You're face down on the floor.
Colin still sleeping?
You do not see Colin anywhere.
Oh shit.
If my character knew this in RP, I would totally be making a pentagram using the salt.
So
aka
You
Devil's
go.
Trap.
Casey,
go-
please, come on.
Different system of magic wouldn't be using a devil's trap.
Really?
So you kind of look around, and you appear to be alone in the throne room. And one of the doors off to the right just kind of opens up on its own.
I'm gonna go in stealth first, and then I'm gonna go check the door.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
But I got 34.
Okay. You proceed onward, and eventually you go into what looks like a study room with a nice big kind of brass mirror off to the side, a nice bookshelf, a fireplace that's going off, and you see what looks to be some sort of maybe a demon.
A what?
He looks like a demon. He's got large black wings, red skin. He stands like a good 6 or 7 feet tall. I'm sorry, 6 or 7 feet tall. And he's got a book in his hand, and he's flipping through the pages. And his eyes are glowing, and he's like snarling some weird incantation or something as he's reading through the book.
Hmm. Could this be an illusion, or is it actually a demon?
You're not entirely sure in the fade.
Will I be able to tell if I roll something?
You can roll a perception at a -8.
Of course. Fuck.
It's the fade. Fade blows.
Alright. -8, that would be... Fuck. 21.
Not quite. The DC was 22. All right. It's really hard to tell here because the fade is just so off. Like one moment you're like there's a solid path, one moment there's a hallway, one moment there's not. Some walls you can fall through, some you can't. It's just really difficult to tell. But you can see the shadow cast by him, and the shadow does look like it seems to match him. So there's some sort of physical form there.
Yeah, but I don't want to assassinate it and then ending up being Cullen, because that's what you're gonna do, because you're a bastard. I don't know what to do with this thing. Oh.
Have you tried talking to it?
It turns around.
How about no?
It turns around.
Come on,
It has to
Penny.
roll to see me.
Yep. What's your stealth?
It was 34.
It doesn't appear to see you.
Then I'll just keep observing it, see what it might do.
Come on.
All right, roll me a will save, please.
Oh,
DC 22.
No. Fuck me. Sideways. No.
This thing
Why?
used a successful detect. It turns and sees you and lashes its tail out at you. This will be an attack versus your AC. $22.
Yeah, it hits. God damn it.
Wait, wouldn't Barkskin... Wait, is Barkskin concentration?
Spark
I do not-
can get me up to 19.
I don't remember,
So-
but you take 7 damage as it hits you with its tail, and then it draws its sword and starts snarling an incantation at you.
Okay, question. Can I throw the smoke bomb and bail it and book it out of there, or that's not an option?
Jump, you could do that.
I mean, I have the escape artist thing, so I should escape artistically.
Yeah, you can throw a smoke bomb and you get away. You go running down the hall. Now what?
I'll find a place to hide, maybe get inside a barrel or something. I'm
get
not
inside
good
You get
at
inside a
hand-on-hand
barrel.
combat, so I have to hide.
You get inside a barrel and you hide. And you hear nothing but the echoes and the shadows. And then you start to hear something come down the hallway. Thud, thud, thud. Sounds like massive hooves on cobblestone. And it comes so close that you can feel the barrel shake. Boom, 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 with every thump. And eventually you hear a very raspy breathing. And then you hear a slithering. And you don't know what's going on outside, but eventually it passes. And then you hear, Serena, are you there?
I'm gonna poke my head out of the barrel enough to see but not be seen.
You see Colin kind of looking around he comes out of the other archway, not the one that you came out of, but the third one, and starts waving a torch around, like looking. He's like, Serena, where are you?
Can I do a perception to see if it's actually him?
Go ahead and roll a perception at -8.
Oh, damn it. Hmm.
Quit your bitching.
That wasn't bitching, that was babying. Yeah.
Once again, you would have no idea. This looks like Colin in every way.
Well, can I stealthily get out of the barrel?
Yeah. He doesn't appear to
Okay.
notice you.
I'll see for signs that it's actually him. Like,
Go ahead and roll me perception with normal, because you're looking specifically for that.
$33.
That's a crit. This is
Nat
Colin.
20.
This is Colin.
Okay, I'm gonna take a step back so he doesn't swing at me, and I say, Colin, I'm here.
He kind of stops for a moment and listens. Then he turns around and holds up the torchlight to try and see where it came from. Who's there?
I'm here. I'm kind of waving and having my hands up and.
Oh,
kinda...
you start waving so you get his attention. He holds the light up, and the moment it shines on you, he draws his sword and he says, "What are you?"
Colin, it's me.
Oh. He's such a weak-minded individual, isn't he?
No, he rolled a 1.
Like I
He-
said, this is what, the third time he's been taken
Stop
over by
it.
something?
Such a
He,
Chad.
Stop it.
he looks at you and he says, "I don't understand the language. What have you done with Serena and the others?"
Oh my god.
What
Oh,
did I
shit.
say?
So he doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Nope.
Oh fuck.
He is going to charge.
I'm gonna roll out of the way. I want to roll out of the way. Fuck.
Not with a nat 20, you're not.
That's a crit.
Yeah, but fuck. But god damn it.
Now he's controlled. Wow, he really doesn't need much to hit.
Mm.
So take 13 damage as he comes running at you with his sword. And if
Oh,
you try to
God
use
damn it.
if you try to use your magical implement of blink, you will have a 40% chance to fail. Because he hits you with
Okay,
spell blade.
I think I'll use the blink to get out of the way.
You want to
'Cause
try and
one
use the
of
blink? Okay,
Yes.
roll me a D100. If it's higher than 50, you succeed. If it's lower than 50, you fail, and the ring doesn't work.
Come
I
on,
thought
Phil.
you said 40% chance.
You're right, 40.
Come on, Phil.
87.
Okay, you're able to use the effect of the ring. So you expend a charge. So what do you wish to do with the blink?
Get out of the way and get behind him.
Okay, you instantly teleport behind him. What do you wish to do?
I have to do something to get him to snap out of it. So I'm going to tap on his shoulder and then I'm gonna bitch slap him.
Beautiful.
See how everything comes into circle?
He beats it by 1. All right. So, Serena, as you slap him, it echoes and reverberates throughout the entire hallway and castle. And you now look over by that mirror that was over in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see yourself. And you see Colin where Colin should be, and you see a demon. But then after you slap him, it starts to reverberate and fade. And then you can see in the mirror both you and him as you should be. And he shakes his head and looks up at you with your wound and then down at his sword. And then he says, "Oh no. Serena, I'm sorry."
I got to slap you, didn't I? And I'll actually embrace him.
He embraces you back. He says, "Hey, are you all right?"
Well, been better, but yeah, are you alright?
"Fine, just lightheaded. Let's
Yeah.
let's get
Let's
out of
find a
here,
way
okay?"
out of here.
Yeah. So eventually, you four in the main hallway
Mm-hmm.
hear footsteps coming from what seems to be the main corridor door that you guys haven't gone down yet.
Porthos draws the sword and
Crossbow ready.
about to prepare to attack.
You guys see Colin and Serena come through the door. "Don't shoot. It's us.
How do we know that?
You're a dick.
Fuck you.
Fuck you."
Yep, it's Colin.
Uh,
And then Colin just gives his big goofy grin. "Is that proof enough for you?"
is that a way to address your superior? And I'm kind of holding my fucking bleeding thing.
You took a little cut across the left side of your stomach there.
So we're all out.
Be careful when you step over the salt.
So Morgan and I proceed to shut down the portal to the Fade.
Yep. You and Morgan both work your magic, and it takes a half an hour. But
Okay.
you and her are working in concert.
And since
Almost rhythmic. Your mind's almost becoming one. And as
best
you both
sex
chant,
of your life.
as well, it is very.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a place of sloth, so not necessarily eroticism, but more like
That's
you're slipping
comfortable.
into
It's
a
MDMA.
warm bath.
It's
Slipping into a
MDMA.
warm bath, yeah. And you both slam your staffs down at the same time and roll me your spellcraft with a +20. And don't botch, please.
Well, if you jinx it like that.
Oh, Jared believes in
Botch,
jinxies.
botch.
I hope you
botch.
bought, you
Don't
bastard.
botch.
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 No.
There's
No,
no
that's-
possible
beautiful
way
word.
I can
Yeah.
botch,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yay, Jacqueline.
So
Yay, Jacqueline.
freaking Morgan and Jacqueline just do this badass freaking like awesome hand signs all at the same time, doing the proper incantations and swirls, and you both slam your stabs down, and all of you feel a ripple just echo throughout the whole castle. Jacqueline, you can say without a doubt you have successfully blocked this place off from the fade.
Well, hopefully Solus doesn't come back here.
Damn, I was wanting to blow it up.
It seems that he's been here, though, probably.
Let's look around and see if we can find out what happened. When I was lost in the Fade, I searched the whole castle way, and I'll do it again here, but I found no bodies, no trace, nothing. Just a voice telling me to constantly kill everything.
Sloth might have devoured them, or it might have been Sloth and something else working in concert.
Understood.
You guys
As
mind
you-
if I start? Oh,
Go ahead, declare your action.
you guys mind if I set up some explosives just in case?
Yes, we do mind. Come on, we're not gonna blow the thing up. Not yet. Okay?
That's the last possible way we would get rid of whatever is here. And by that time, we're in the building as well, and we can't let this thing get out, so we're staying here and dying with it.
I'll just say on our way out, we just blow the damn thing, make sure.
And what can guarantee it stays there if we don't stay with it?
Well, what they want here would be pretty much gone too.
You
How-
never know.
How do we know that they want something from this place and not just there's a portal, a gate here that lets them out?
Okay, so you were all hearing voices there?
I heard a voice, that is true, and it seems to know me.
I didn't hear any voices, but I felt darkspawn.
Dark.
Very strange.
Serena, you can feel that again.
And I still feel it.
Then
You
there's
said-
actually
Guys-
Darkspawn.
You hear a clunk, clunk, clunk coming from
Oh.
down the hallway in the blackness.
I prepare my rapier.
I
Well,
cast
I-
dancing
I
lights to give
will-
us that don't have normal vision some more light. Or
Rolling
dark
stealth.
vision.
You see. I'll go ahead and describe what you see here.
It's going to be an ogre.
41.
As the
41.
massive figure looms out of the darkness, you see a
Not an
figure.
ogre, please, not an ogre.
You see a figure clothed in robes, standing about 6'5", with strange antlers protruding from its head that seem to almost scrape the ceiling.
Oh God, don't be what I.
It's,
Oh no!
It's a very large-looking. Well, Serena, you know it's a darkspawn. It looks almost like a heck rat or emissary, but it's more humanoid. It has a bit more of a face and less of an evil appearance.
Well,
And
it can roll perception and see if it can see me, because I can see it.
I'll go ahead and roll for that. Hold on.
Question out of game: is it a Wendigo?
No.
No, it's a darkspawn.
I meant look-wise.
Nope. Can't see me.
It walks through the room and looks around. And it's a very pale face, but it looks human. Appears to be male. And he says, "You freed me."
Declaring that I'm
Um,
observing it.
Jacqueline just looks to Morgan and then back to this creature and just go, who are you?
I don't remember.
What are you?
It pauses for a moment. I am the Darkspawn. I am an instrument of the first archdemon. What year is it? He looks up curiously.
My character gives him the year.
He says it's not the year of the dragon anymore. Now, for those of you who are
No.
history buffs, that would be most of you.
Year
year-
of the Dragon ended what? Right before Inquisition?
The year of the dragon ended way long time ago, like in the third or second blight.
Oh,
Well,
right.
he said he's an instrument of the first
The first archdemon.
archdemon, so it
Yeah.
should be at the first blight or the yeah.
Yeah,
Whew. So that's like 1,000 years ago.
that's more than that.
It's like
Yeah, more than that at
1,500 at
point,
this
yeah.
point.
If you are what you say you are, you should not be allowed to live. Portos is gonna inch forward with his rapier out, like with
Calm
intent to stab
down.
him.
He immediately sprouts blue fire and he says, "I will defend myself, child
See
of
what he wants first.
child of the rock spirits."
You see Portos cower when this big ass blue fire.
You might have shouldn't have done that. What can we call you?
Call me the Stag King.
Okay, Stag King. This guy has some severe fire PTSD.
He slowly drops the fire.
Thank you.
He looks somewhat distraught. After you told him the year, looks pretty depressed. Then I failed my brothers in the Grey Wardens.
Excuse us?
And I failed my sister. No, Stag King is not my name. What is my name? I had a sister. What is her name? Oh, and he just looks down and like he's trying so hard to remember, but he can't. What's my name? What is my name?
Are you a Grey Warden on his way to the calling?
Did you, Grey Wardens? Yes, I
Does that
I
ring a
am.
bell to me?
No, you've never heard this name.
Then I'll remain obscured for now. And ready to take him out if something happens.
To approach him actually, like weaponless.
And Jacqueline's gonna do a knowledge arcana to see if there's been any, to her knowledge, any instance of Darkspawn reverting back to being a normal mortal in any way, shape, or form.
So go ahead and declare what you're doing again. Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Knowledge arcana to see if there's been any other instance, at least recorded in the tower's libraries,
None.
for no possible way.
None that you've heard, yeah.
Damn.
Are you from the Underfells?
No, I was sent to speak with Karidin. Dwarf, where is Karidin? He must know. Porthos and Orin. Karidin was indeed a dwarf. In the year negative 255, 940 TE.
Are you
Karidin was the one who discovered a method to forge a construct of steel or stone with great strength and survivability. These were named golems.
Paragon Karadin he was alive, that is true, but he's long dead now.
He looks even more distraught now.
Out of character, is he really dead? Because there's a possibility he may
Yeah.
have survived, depending on your choice.
I would assume they wouldn't. Yeah, that is true. So is Bronca still alive then?
But
Well, sir, your efforts haven't
you wouldn't know.
completely failed. We've managed to last this long.
so did you kill him or not?
That's a very good question.
You've at least
You
tried.
guys don't know. Out of character, I will not say that.
Okay.
Well, the warden might have
She would
wrote
not
it
know.
down.
Would I know?
You'd have to ask one of the higher up wardens.
I was talking about Hero of Ferelden, the one that encountered.
You're not entirely sure. You'd have to talk to him about it.
Would Oregon know?
Did you hear what I told him?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but not knowing, we would assume that he's dead, right?
I know my name. My name is Corinthus.
Does that ring a bell?
Corinthus is the founder of the Grey Wardens.
Oh,
He's the first.
I will roll sense motive.
Roll sense motive.
$21.
He appears to be telling the truth, at least in his mind.
I'm conflicted because I'm the only Grey Warden there.
Well, you notice
But-
something else. I'll go ahead and send you a picture of the sigil if I can here.
How far away are we from Skyhold?
3
3
days
days.
travel.
Well, then, fuck, we can send a crow back to Liliana asking for the High Inquisitor to come here. Or not
Well,
High Inquisitor.
Well, I told the man.
Inquisitor,
the
Hero
hero
of
of Ferelden.
yeah.
God damn it. I hate this title.
Well, I tell the man his efforts weren't in vain. If we've managed to last this long, if he's a Grey Warden.
Jumet. We killed him. He's gone, yes?
Yes. Dumat, the other, there's only one left.
2 left, actually.
2 left.
He looks relieved when you say that there's only 2 left. And then he says, no, not again, no. And he falls to his knees and he grabs his head again, and it looks like he's in serious pain.
I'm still observing him.
That
He
last
says,
flight.
He's still here. He's still in my damn head. And he starts smashing his head against the cobblestones on the ground.
The calling.
Wait. Hold on. We might have someone who might be able to help you if you can hold on for a few days.
There's
Actually,
there's-
question:
he
would they
kinda looks-
have?
Go
Would I
ahead.
have the potion with me?
What potion? Oh, the cure?
Cure.
Ah, interesting. Are you going to try and give that to him? You do have it with you.
Possibly.
That's going to be very interesting.
Which Jacqueline has no idea about. So it's like, fuck. I know he found it, but we need to go like send a crow out to get it from him, so he can make the trip.
Thing is, I'm risking a lot. Like, I would risk getting out of stealth in order to give it to him, and the opportunity to kill him in one sweep.
We also
And
outnumber him when he's probably weak from being freed.
I say it's worth it.
yeah, but the question is, will there be enough more cure for me, or that will be it? Because I'm not gonna sacrifice myself for this dude.
Out of RP, could my character analyze what's in it?
If you ever got a chance to look at it. But out of character, Serena, the hero Ferelden has done this for all the Grey Wardens. You imagine he's got more.
Okay,
Like
I'm
he
going
knows
to.
how to make it more.
I'm going to get out of stealth, open my satchel, and give him the potion. I'll tell him, take this.
This is going to be very interesting. Okay,
Let's see what
Thank
type
you.
of magic bullshit goes wrong here.
out of character. Christine, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I get to do this. All right.
Oh
So-
my god, no.
So, you give him the potion, and he
Did I fuck up?
He stops squirming. And he looks up at you. And he starts to cry. And he says, "No. No. He was trapped there. And now you've let him go. No." And his head snaps back like in The Exorcist. His eyes go white. And he screams.
By the way, I'm still
You,
prepared to stab
you
this guy.
just pulled an Evan.
He doesn't scream like any human being. He lets out a scream that does not sound human. It doesn't sound
Something
demon. It
that-
doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard.
Something that reverberates the stone around us.
Do you remember when in One Piece when Chopper turned into his big giant form and he did that really loud
yeah.
roar? It sounds like that.
Do I
And-
It's
feel
like
anything?
dinosaur,
And-
fucking mammoth, and all the other shit
Do I
combined.
feel anything? Do I feel or hear anything in
Roll
my
me
head?
roll me a fortitude save to even stay conscious at the amount of pain you are feeling.
All of us.
No, just Serena, the only Grey Warden there.
Oh,
One
boy.
sec.
DC
damn it.
22 fortitude.
Give me a
See,
second
that's
because I
why
can
there
unlock
wasn't
my
more
fucking
on this
phone.
trip.
One sec.
And you can just you guys can feel the earth just like kind of shake.
Fuck. You just pulled an Evan. Just so you know. I'm not happy about this. Not happy at all. Will save.
Fortitude save.
It's not an fortitude. It's
Fortitude
not an
save.
enchantment, is it?
This is not an enchantment. This is literally your connection to the blight.
You're fucking me. And not in the fan way. So
Ouch.
Serena, you immediately feel so much pain. You fall to your knees and barely even keep consciousness. You're in unbelievable pain. You cannot act. You're basically stunned. The scream seems to last for hours, but it doesn't. But it doesn't. It just feels like it lasted for hours, but in your mind's eye, it was only maybe minutes. And then he stops and he wavers and he starts to kind of rock back and forth. You see the horns scrunch into his head. You see his body slowly start to shrink. And he looks normal, like an ordinary person.
Wait, did he actually take it?
Yeah, he did. He actually looks Dalish?
I never heard you once say that he
Oh, no,
took the potion.
I said she gave it to him, and he took it. So he.
It just sounded like you
this-
said he held it, and then
no,
all
no,
of a sudden
no, he doesn't.
This
went ballistic.
This
He
could-
actually he kind of looks Dalish. He's on his knees in a very, very old, worn out looking uniform. It looks kind of like the Grey Warden because it's got the symbol on the front. It's a little bit older, but he stands there and he just wavers, and he falls face down onto the cobblestone.
um,
I'm immediately checking his pulse.
I'm gonna heal.
Yeah, don't worry about the other unconscious person.
Serena, after the scream stops, the pain subsides.
I'm gonna cast heal critical.
Heal critical. Okay, go ahead and roll it. And yes, he has a pulse, Jacqueline, but it's faint.
Okay.
Okay, let me see what I need to roll for this.
And
You
I'm
don't
gonna
need to
shake
roll
my
any- you
don't
head
need to
and
roll.
like,
You just roll the heal dice.
I
Yeah.
think
What just
it's
happened?
66 for critical.
Let's see here.
You see Orin's arms kind of gain this red crackling lyrium of electricity around him as he goes to cast the cure.
It's 1d8 plus 5.
question.
And that's at first level, correct?
Yeah.
Is Callum getting PTSD
No, I'm
from the
casting
red
it at-
delirium?
4. So
No, he's not actually.
Interesting.
like I don't.
He does come over to you and
Give
make
me a
sure
moment.
you're
Give me
okay.
a moment. I'll get to the spell. Yes, so it increases by a D8 per spell level, I think, for critical. So for moderate it's 2, so for critical I think it's 4.
Alright, so 48.
48 plus your caster level.
Okay.
Come on, eat your food.
As you cast the spell on him, he slowly but surely kind of stutters a bit. And his pulse is normal again, Jacqueline. But he's sleeping.
Like a baby.
He's fine.
BRB.
Should we explore this place a little bit more? Maybe find something to manage him, I guess, to hold him just in case something happens.
Well, if I'm understanding correctly, Serena, was that the cure that the hero has found? Serena?
I said BRB, damn it.
Alrighty. Well, we'll go
So
ahead and take
as
a
we
little
wait-
intermission. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a little intermission there as you guys wait.
That's a fact.
This could actually pay off.
But I have this distinct feeling we released something.
Yeah. But the knowledge he has could actually help us too.
But
So yeah, that was the cure.
Then he should be back to his normal self.
Why did he scream? Why did he cry?
That was
What
probably
happened?
that was probably the taint inside of him being destroyed or eradicated, or however it functions.
But he said something about someone held there? What?
And we'll find
I-
out once he wakes up.
Another archdemon, perhaps.
Porthos, don't
We're
joke
taking
about
an
these
intermission
things.
right now, anyway.
I am not kidding. What else could he be talking about? A demon underground,
That's-
deep somewhere, held. That sounds like an archdemon to me.
Not necessarily. It might be one of the original Darkspawn, like Corypheus.
Oh.
I think that would be worse than an archdemon. So lovely.
I think I should have taken that cure if another Corypheus is out there.
Well,
Out
for
of
all we know, he might
character.
know how to make it.
Out of character question. Is the architect still alive?
Mm,
You'd have to ask, but out of character that, I will let you know that yes, that has been confirmed.
Hmm.
so I assume we take a rest to wait for
Yep.
the
You guys take a
original Grey
rest.
Warden.
You take a rest, and the Raven does come back to you, Jacqueline.
What
Bring
does the
him.
message say?
Bring him back.
Alright. We're heading
Mm,
out.
Maybe we should check this place out a bit more.
You do. I will give you guys like a thorough sweep down, and I'll let you guys know everything you find.
I figured we
Did we
did
find
that
any
while
loot?
we were waiting for the Raven.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I will go ahead and give you guys all that stuff after the recording ends, but you guys are going to head back. It's going to be 3 days travel. I'll have you guys literally search the castle top to bottom. You don't even need to roll.
Yay.
But you go back to the Inquisition, and the guy is not woken up in all 3 of those days. So, but you take him to the med bay in the Inquisition,
hmm
and
I get Zach over here to help me with him, make sure he's stabilized, make sure we can get everything we can do for him done.
yep, Zach starts taking care of him. And are there any declarations you guys wish to do at the Inquisition before I go either into the next session or to the end game time?
I try to find someone to retrain a feat for me and learn
Are
reflex or something.
you sacrificing a fee to do that, or
Yeah, I have to pay for it as well, and it'll take like 5 days or something.
okay? Yeah,
Yami has
Rex. Well, Rex or Yami could teach you. Yeah, Rex or Yami could teach you.
Teach what now?
combat expertise.
Sorry, I
Oh.
accidentally closed the tab.
Yep. So Rex or Yami could teach you, and I'll let you go ahead and sack one for the other.
The thing I was trying to learn, I made a mistake earlier. I posted combat expertise and not combat reflexes.
Combat reflexes are what you're trying to do?
Mm-hmm. So I can parry more.
Yeah, Rex will teach you that.
Yeah, Yami doesn't have that.
Portos is gonna learn that.
All right, go ahead. Any other declarations?
Yes, I need to see Ivan and get some more of the cure because now I'm worried.
Yeah, he'll give you some, especially when you tell him the news and what's going on. He'll be like, "Yeah, take another one and just drink the damn thing already, Serena."
Yeah, I'll. Might. Thanks. She won't drink it there, but she will probably drink it later on.
Mhm. After a while, Serena, Colin wants to see you in his office.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Stop it, you.
Oh,
We're
you
not there
want
yet.
it.
He
Well, technically, he's been seeing me every day for the treatment, so Shush. Nothing shady going on, okay?
Yet.
You go inside, and he's kind of sitting
Yeah, go
there
inside.
doing a lot of paperwork now after that expedition. And he looks up and he says, "Hey,
Hey.
I wanted to apologize for what happened 3 days ago."
Well, I don't think that was entirely your fault. I mean, you should have seen what Yami did to me. Like, he didn't even come close to that.
Yeah,
Technically, she didn't even see that.
you do have some bruises left, but other than that, you're mostly healed all the way. Especially when you get back and actually have long rests and do Zax treatments, then yeah, your wounds go. He said, I was weak though. I was supposed to be in charge and I was weak.
Well, only you and I know that, so it's fine. It happens.
He lets out a long breath. He says, once again, I'm very sorry.
How exactly is he? Is he standing and is he sitting? How is he? Like,
What's his body
positioned?
language?
Stop it! Stop it, Jared.
Defeated, kind of slumped, a little bit depressed.
Yeah, but is he sitting? Is he standing? Is he
He's sitting.
upside down? Okay. Well, I guess I'll go behind him. I'll put a hand on his shoulder and kind of there him. but not like that.
For lack of better thing to
Yep.
do,
So
there.
he'll stand up and he'll embrace you in a hug. And he says, once again, I wasn't myself. And the camera will slowly pan out and go over the Inquisition headquarters as a storm slowly approaches in the east. And the camera will fade to black. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.
After